You want shirts? I got shirts.
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
What is up, heroes of Dominion? My name is Charlie. This is Hero Wars Central, and this is going to be my Keira slash Fox combo team synergy video. Be sure to subscribe and leave a comment on this video for a chance to win a free skin. Now, like with previous combos, this one comes down to the synergy between both skills and artifacts. So let's first talk about Keira, who is quite the popular damage dealer or monster hitter or DPS or whatever you want to call her. She's got a number of fantastic abilities, but she is a physical damage dealing hero that fights close to the front. And one of her abilities, specifically the blue ability Dancing Blades, is kind of a downside. It's an upside and a downside. So let me read it for you real quick. It says, Kira's basic attacks can ricochet between enemies, and the ricocheting blades deal 25% of basic damage on each hit. So while this sounds like a great ability up front, the downside to this ability is that it actually supercharges the enemy heroes quite a bit quicker than if she was just hitting the tank. So that's kind of part one. Part two is the violet ability, Piercing Pain, and this states that if if the enemy's armor is less than Keira's armor penetration, her basic attack deals extra damage. So between these two abilities, she can do quite a bit of extra damage to the entire enemy team. And in fact, the extra damage is pure damage. That is, it ignores armor and it ignores magic defense. So it goes straight to their health total. Now, the idea behind this combo is you take a damage dealing hero like this with armor penetration. She's got her own armor penetration, so it's a good start. And then you add in a hero like Fox, whose abilities I'll get to in just a sec, but the important part is her artifact weapon adds armor penetration whenever she uses her ultimate ability. So the shrapnel cannon adds armor penetration to the entire friendly team. The Keira's violet ability states that if her armor penetration is higher than the hero who she's damaging with that dancing blades or her basic, any of her basic attacks, then she gets extra pure damage. So not only is the initial attack of the dancing blades / basic attack doing increased damage against those enemies with less armor because of the armor penetration from Fox, but she's also doing additional pure damage from that violet ability. And it's almost guaranteed to be a greater armor penetration number than the enemy's armor because of Fox's artifact weapon. So you can kind of see how the synergy between these two really pays off. But I'm going to take this team synergy one step further. There's a lot of heroes in this game that artifacts work well with each other. You could throw Dorian into this team. Dorian's artifact weapon does plus physical attack. You can have Galahad as a tank. Galahad's our artifact weapon does plus physical attack for the whole team. So there's a lot of great team synergies between different physical attacking heroes, just like there is for magical attack heroes. But the other part of Keira that I mentioned earlier, and that is the downside of her dancing blade ability, supercharging the enemy team, that's going to lead to the enemy ultimating faster in some cases than your team will. So what do we do to combat that? Well, let's take a look at Fox's skills. For the most part, three of them, well, not for the most part, for sure. Three of the skills are all based on the ultimate. So heavy caliber deals physical damage and knocks the target back. So it pushes back the tank. Okay. So if you push the tank back, it exposes the second line hero, in some cases, both middle line heroes. And with a heavy damage dealer like Keira, of course, Kira's AoE, so it doesn't matter as much. It allows you to tear up that second hero in line because it's just how it works. Whoever's in front takes the most basic attack damage. And then you have the green ability, Smokescreen, which will blind the front row, and it'll also add blind to the heavy caliber ultimate ability. And then finally you have the violet ability, which says that the heavy caliber ability will stun. So now Fox's ultimate ability provides armor penetration for your entire team, including Keira, who's doing pure damage now, but she's also has a chance to stun and blind. It could be both or neither or one or the other. And that front line. So if you're dealing with an enemy team that is, say, another physical damage dealer like King Mao or Anvari, maybe Kark, maybe you're dealing with a Ginger and you happen to land this on him, you can in effect negate one of their attacks using blind or of course stun. And if you have a stunned tank, they can't use their abilities. Galahad can't use his health regen. Astaroth can't use his revive. So there's a lot of synergy there with having the enemy team being stunned and blinded, so that they can't use their ultimate, which they're building up quicker because of Keira's dancing blade ability. So I know that this is a little less involved than some of the other team combos that I've done, but I wanted to mention it because excuse me, I feel like it's very important, and people keep asking me about Keira teams, and I think Fox is really slept on. I think Fox, Fox being a free hero from the campaign, I should say, she's extremely effective on a physical attacking team. And what makes this just perfect, the icing on the cake, is you could put Nebula between Keira and Fox, and you have a great middle core team. All you need to do is add a healer and add a tank. You pick a tank. Ideally, you pick a thick tank like Astaroth, Chaba, Galahad, maybe Cleaver. I wouldn't use Ziri, because Keira can't really take much damage. So if Ziri buries herself, then Kira's going to be exposed pretty quickly. And then I would recommend adding in Dorian as a physical attacking hero. Even though Dorian's aura doesn't quite get the whole team, it still provides that plus physical attack damage to the whole team. Fox, Keira, your tank, what have you. So let me know what you guys think about this team composition. I know that, like I mentioned earlier, it's not as involved as some of the other unique ones, the twins or Kark Faceless or any of that other stuff. But I feel like it is a team combo that you could build around, that you could, build a long-term team around, and it's going to be an effective team. This would work with Ishmael instead of Keira. It'll also work with Ju instead of Keira to a less extent. Fox is just a nice bucket of armor penetration, a nice little bit of control, stuns and blinds. It's nice. She's a nice hero. I think she's slept on. Very underestimated. But with that being said, I'm going to have another team combo video up on the screen for you to enjoy. So please check that video out. If you thought this video was helpful or educational, interesting, what have you, please consider subscribing, caress that like button, and I love you all. Good luck in Dominion.